my argument is in the Bible, they have 10 commandments. And since Abraham's time, they've not added one to it to make 11. So 10 sins of Agyapong, I will not go and say anything for you to add 11 sins or 12 sins. That is why I'm quiet.
Minga me pe no ye. Minga me pe no ye. By this time, but next year, next election, I promise you, by the power vested in me. Minka, Anna Minka, Daddy, you do want to say, offer. Now I say then, Brazil, hey, sure. Oh, sure. This guy. Oh, don't say that. Oh. But let's move on. Ladies and gentlemen, acknowledge the presence of Honorable Kennedy Agyapong.
And this one I work in Japan, Brasia to, and they say also one Kasa, see one Kasa, the Omodia year no, the NPP for the year no, or Kasa, now if you mom the no, say trouble no, 10 sins of Kennedy Agyapong, 10 commandments, said the city no, on Fabinka home, into a chair the entire one Kasa. And they say Omudin Kugu, Tenjirinche, Omudin Kugu, watch, they say one no, or to Ken Ofori-Atta for went ye. And then you know, and the car say, when the fundamentals are weak, the exchange rate will expose you. Any dollar I see a china kosha dem ni on the kind, and so a buyer no yes or non sema waka and a bubo a MPP. Inti on our Japan any opinion kwesi prat or come to change a mukakra.
Now, Honorable, I hear people call you a compreco. What is that? I mean, is that your title? Is that your name?
A compreco is just a title of those who live along the banks of River Pra. And because I'm from Asin, the River Pra area, and the African belief, he said, anybody who has that symbol, you don't eat yam, some kind of yam, we call afasia or whatever. So it's just a compreku, a warrior, just from the river side. It's not my real name.
So you don't eat afasia?
No.
You believe it?
Yeah, because the first time I was stubborn, I ate and there were a lot of boils.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so ever since, I've never tried it again.
Okay. But that name is not just about balls, it's about something, it's about strength and so on.
Yes. So it's not my name.
Yeah, but what is it? What does it add to you?
Simply straight talker, fearless guy,
But that seems to be true.
But if you say so.
That appears to be true because you talk freely.
Yeah.
No bones broken.
Yeah, because I'm bold. Right from inception. You can check from Kumasi, at the South College, Winneba, and all those things. I've always been a fearless and bold guy. I'm not afraid. I only tell you my peace of mind. And one thing good about me is, let me have an argument with you today. When I leave here, that's it.
Sure.
I don't think about Kosi Pratt, what I'll do to him. Some people are so malicious. When they speak to you, they go back and sleep over it and what they are going to do.
And 5 years they are planning to get
you. When I speak my mind, that's it. I don't have anything against you,
This is a party with people like you. Obviously not just with a few others. And in the beginning of the year, we heard that party workers were not being paid at all. How come? That there are big people like you, resourceful people like you, and party people were not getting paid. What happened? What went wrong?
I'll tell you the gospel truth. I believe we are all Ghanaians. But if people sacrifice their life to make you whoever you are, the only thing you have to do is to reward them and appreciate their efforts. It was unfortunate that we did not help a lot of people. People looking for appointment, they will tell them we are not here because of NPP. People looking for jobs, they will tell them. People that went for NPP, they will tell them to go online. Sometimes, even recruitment, they have to go through hell. This is why it caused apathy among our party people. And they decided not to go and vote. One minister told me how he lost. In his constituency, he said around 2 p.m., the young ones were standing outside. He asked them to go and vote and said, we are not going to vote. Because when we were looking for a job, they were charging us.
Wow.
So we are not going to vote. And truly, he lost the election. So the apathy, one reason is party neglect. Yeah, I have to, look, whatever I'm telling you today, they will insult me, they will do everything, but that's the gospel truth. They don't want the truth to be told. But that's the truth. We step on so many toes. They show some videos about Agyapong. He said this, oh, he's not a presidential material. And if they are not being diabolic, and you listen carefully, it was an advice I was giving them and criticizing some bad deeds of the party people. But now they use it against me. During the campaign, I've been quiet because during the campaign, they wrote 10 sins of Agyapong. That's why I apologize to President Mahama, because he's been very nice to me. He loved me, he loves me and everything, his wife. But because of party, I ignored this relationship and criticized him. And I have to be honest, I was harsh. Only for me now to come out, when I was criticizing NDC, my party was happy. But when I decided to contest, was the time that they used all the things against me. All the things I used to defend NDC became a sin. And they circulate around 10 sins of Agyapong. So now I'm quiet, because my argument is, in the Bible, they have 10 commandments. And since Abraham's time, they've not added one to it to make 11. So 10 sins of Agyapong, I will not go and say anything for you to add 11 sins or 12 sins. That is why I'm quiet.
But how can you campaign when you're quiet?
No, campaigning, like what is going on, I can say a few things about mistakes NDC is making. But now I'm not going to say it. Country broke, broke, we day inside.
You told us that some people could not take us to the promised land. Then you lost, and then we found you with the people who could not take us to the promised land. What happened?
Well, the mere fact that I was campaigning doesn't mean I'm against the party. If you're a true party man, in contest, you can win, you can lose. So if you lose the election, you don't quit. You don't quit. That is why I joined. I'm still an NPP man. That is why I joined the campaign. And if I had not done that, look at what happened today. Can I even have the courage to say that I'm going to contest? No. Those who didn't have the patience and left, now they cannot come back and contest. So I decided to stay and look at what God has for me, in store for me in future. And we're back again. Those days I was telling them the truth and they didn't listen. Rather, they used it against me that I was destroying the party. But let me take opportunity to explain. In March 2022, I had about 240 million cedis in 6 banks waiting for a contract. It delayed, and after that, it didn't happen because I came out openly to contest. I gave a contractor $100,000 to buy doors from Turkey for me. And the invoice he gave me was 600,000 cedis. In August, when the goods arrived, he needed 100,000 to clear them, and he came. The invoice of $100,000 in August 2022 was 1,550,000.
Why?
Yeah, because of cedi depreciation. I was shocked. So when I gave the check, then I went back to calculate. In March 2022, the 240 million cedis was equivalent to $40 million because it was 6 cedis to a dollar. That is why I gave him 100,000 and he gave me invoice of 600. The same 100,000 in August 2022, it was 1,550,000. So I went upstairs and started calculating the value in dollars. The $40 million in March 2022 was 15,483,000. If you like, strike 240 million divided by 1.550, and you see $15,483,000 from $40 million. Money in the banks that I've not used, taking risk to do business and
all gone.
Yeah. Just sitting in the bank, the depreciation, I lost almost $25 million. Am I the only businessman in this country? Colleagues, businessmen were also going through the same. And when they see me, say, you people, we are waiting for you. I went to a great bank to transfer money to a Chinese supplier. And they gave me the rate. I said, wow, it's too expensive. Can we do something? For the first time, the lady, anytime I went there, she was quiet, never talked about politics. But this time, she was behind me when I was talking to her junior colleague. Then she retorted, I must say, when your fundamentals are weak, your exchange rate will expose you. I said, I was shocked.
She could say that to you?
Yes. A week later, I went to a great bank. There was a beautiful lady, we always joke. I got there, cracking the jokes. Normally she would laugh, but this time she was cold. Then I asked her, I said, honorable, we couldn't jam me podia. So how can you make such a statement? And Ofori-Atta's form, whatever you call it, was on her desk. And she was crying because she said in her sleep, the husband will wake her up. Why? What is wrong? God, according to her, the husband will hear her say, sigh, and she's not even aware. In her subconscious, she's thinking of, the money that she's lost and everything. And her problem was that she did not tell the husband that she had invested the money. So she couldn't tell the husband. Another time, one deputy chief executive, NPP, called me, said, Honorable, she was a nurse in UK, came back, invested a pension in these bonds. Now, and listen to what she said. Say, I did finance in Toronto, University of Toronto. But what can Ofori-Atta has brought? I don't even understand. Then I jokingly said, but you did finance University of Toronto, and me, I said them to my middle school. Yeah. You see how you were cracking up the same way. Then she said, Honorable, look, I'm not joking. It's serious. So I had to go to the minister. Say, Minister, this will cause us defeat. And even our own people are disgruntled. So if you can do something about it. If you remember very well, they extended the date. Okay? It's because I spoke to him. Then he said, well, there's nothing he can do. And you saw the former Chief Justice picketing. So during my campaign, I told them, anybody in that administration, he lost the election in 2022. Because Ghanaians have decided that they'll get rid of us. And they use that against me that I caused their defeat. And you think Ghanaians that were suffering?
Because he spoke the truth.
Yeah. They use that. Some candidates go around, because of him, we lost the election. Did I say that when the fundamentals are weak, your exchange rate will expose you? The lady quoted it at the Greek bank. Did I say that I'm going to lock the dollar, is under lock and key, and give it to police or whatever? And you think I'm the only smartest human being in this country that did not listen or heard? And when they are losing their business and take a decision, now you use it against me that I caused the defeat. Today is an opportunity for me to explain this. Look at NBC adverts. The number of adverts, what Bawumia said that they used against him, and compare to the number of adverts they said I have said that. They've never been fair. You see, they've never been fair. But I leave it to God. All the things I said was a caution to them. If they had listened to me, there wouldn't have been this humiliating defeat ever. But they didn't listen. Because the whole party machinery was against Kennedy Agyapong.
But Honorable, those who didn't want you to win, let me put it mildly, those who didn't want you to win, they are still there. So what convinces you that this time round you will win? The people who obstructed you, they are still there.
They don't have the power.
Okay.
They don't have the power. This time, Obia Nubia. People are not afraid of them. They were coerced. They were threatened. MCs, they were forced. If not, they'll remove you. Chief executives, they'll remove you. Ministers, they'll remove you. And few of them, I can quote Edward Boateng, who openly supported me. They sacked him when he not sacked as such. When he was 60, a day before 60, they asked him to pack.
They couldn't wait.
Yes. So they threatened a lot of people, and they were afraid. Some to lose their jobs, they had to stay wherever to make sure. But because we're not bold, look at what happened. We lost.
Well, we see some of the things still happening. MPs, they jump into buses and cars and they go and pledge allegiance to one candidate. Former DCs and MCs, they pack themselves into cars, they go and pledge allegiance to one candidate. This is what happened. It's happening again.
You see, let me tell you, Kwesi.
Yes, sir.
As a leader, you should have your strategy. Do you know the number of people who have come to me? But I say, let's work together. I don't do those optics. So I'm not scared. Even when 136 parliamentarians were against me, only Cynthia Morrison, Honorable Cynthia Morrison, came out to support me. And you see what they did to her. So it means all those who were in position of trust, MCs, DCs, ministers, they were right not to have supported me because they would have been sacked like they did to Cynthia Morrison. They ganged up to make sure that he lost the primaries because he supported Kennedy. So I forgive all those people that out of fear voted against me. This time, they have the freedom and the right to choose a candidate that Ghanaian loves to lead NPP. A candidate that Ghanaians have confidence to solve.
Abusia Agyapong on demand service for na say Agyapong on demand for say o pese wo di dwuma bia nkankangana fo am obrochire a obehia nipa didi so ya tilers anansa building constructors fashion designers chese auto mechanic bia o pese wo di sa dwuma bia ma no obekọ ye app no so na wa download Agyapong on demand service ayansa so obekọ www.agyapong-on-demand-service eno so bekọ ko hu edwuma di edi nyina ne trimopo nyina ne se ye boawo ema wokɔkɔfo obi ana wodi dwuma bi a nipa a wokɔkɔfa no esan sɛ wonim na kyira kwan bia nti no to bi kura nipa na gisika wie open here na hu no adwuma pa on demand fo aba ama sa ha nyinaa afiri hɔ esan sɛ obi bia yɛde bɛma wɔn so woni dwuma bia ma no yɛayɛ background checks ehu sɛ sɛ nipa yi onim ne wɔyɛ enye kwankyɛn trefa ni bia wonim de wɔyɛ ɛne yɛfa no ɛdena ma wɔ na nigi sɛ baako emu no sɛ onipa bia yɛde bɛma wɔ a wodi bɛdi dwuma bia no sɛbe eba krono sem anase si ebu afa so pa dia enya de besi na wanso san nim se sabi ko soja mu mpo a ye wo military police ono so soja ni ochi soja ni eno me kire mu se eye adwuma pa on demand for no ye san so supervisors a abre nyina no omko rounds check se adwuma na nipa no de beda ye no sa pepepe ene ye no na se adwuma pa on demand de omama adwuma no aye simple se bibi ni ena onte ase ampacho no wafa numbers no aye gusuo no no wafrɛ